Wait a second, who am I kidding? I have a last resort. Thankfully, I can still use these Pokemon that won't get away from me as, slaves. Because I just realized, even though, yes, I did lose all my Pokemon, and I can't use them in a battle anymore, who said I can't use them to catch rare Pokemon? Specifically, the one I'm going to try and get right now. That's right. Remember how I told you that basically my whole childhood was using Rayquaza to beat the Elite Four? Guess what I'm doing right now. That's right. Can't believe I was so stupid enough to not think of this, because this was actually the way I thought you had to beat the Elite Four. I mean, y'all heard me, it wasn't until, like, my playthrough of my LP of the game that I decided to finally try and do something different. Of course, getting through this maze is one thing, but it's not too bad. Because you got about one rest floor between each thing. And thankfully, I didn't waste my Master Ball. If I did, then there would be no way for me to do this challenge. I just can't believe I couldn't remember doing this enough as a kid and not think of doing it immediately after losing. Jeez, I hate doing this mock fight puzzle. Because if you mess up once, then you're down to the next floor again, and that's just wasting your max repels. Thankfully, that's the hardest part. Because after this floor, technically this is the first Pokemon I've seen in the Sky Pillar. So let's just have a little talk with Rayquaza. Man, I love the music in this part. Because Rayquaza's level 70, he's pretty high leveled for a simple Elite Four challenge. And the Master Ball never fails, so we got Rayquaza. Automatically knows fly, so let's just fly on over to the Evergrande City. I can move in some fodder. Some fodder that didn't die. Buy plenty of hyper potions and stuff like that. All I gotta do is hope like crap that I don't kill off Rayquaza. Like, I'm gonna just make this one very large part, because I know I can beat this guy. Hooray for outrage. Man, this is pretty much my whole childhood right here, just beating the crap out of the Elite Four with Rayquaza. Full heal. Outrage. And now that I think about it, I should probably teach a few moves to Rayquaza so that he doesn't just have, like, the 4 moves that he has as the default. Thunderbolt will definitely be good, since he's a legendary. Uber Legendary to be exact. He can learn whatever dang moves he please. This is... I could get rid of Extreme Speed. Of course, that's a really good finishing move. But I might as well get rid of it with something. Oh, duh, Ice Beam. I could probably teach Ice Beam to him. And I don't care if it's the Uber Pokemon. It's the first Pokemon in an area. I'm still complying with the Nuzlocke rules. Yeah, this is why I said I hate the Dusclops so much, because it kept on using that. Kept on using Protect on me. Why did I miss? Oh well, Outrage. This is the Dusclops that knows Ice Beam. Which, even if it doesn't have the same type of attack bonus, still will do plenty of damage for me. Against me. So sadly I lost all my power points due to Grudge. But I don't care, I got Outrage. Like I said, this is why I never thought the Elite Four was much of a challenge until I, actually started playing the game with a team that I raised up fully. I'll use an Elixir after this battle. This is the battle that always scared me because, all the Ice Beam users. But I got T-Bolt now. Since most of them are half water, I'll be good. Of course he would use that. Now my attacks won't do quite as much damage. This will slow me down a little bit, but I'm a freaking legendary. I can go way faster than these guys. Okay, good thing that missed, otherwise the challenge would have been over. How about I just switch into one of my Death Otters? I just realized how close that was. Outrage. And Outrage. Sadly, not quite there yet. And of course, I lose most of my health. $200. Has no energy left for battle. Down goes Walrein. Drake. Drake will be a lot easier. Ice Beam. Ice Beam. This is the only reason I taught Ice Beam to Rayquaza. Ice Beam. Yeah, and imagine me refining these guys up until Rayquaza was level 100. And again, this is all I did. This is why I said I replayed the game 70,000 times the exact same way in the description of the playlist of this run. Because I really did play it the exact same way. Used my starter, one Pokemon to counter the starter's weakness. Then after I was done with my starter, then once I could catch Rayquaza, just use Rayquaza and beat the crap out of everything else. Simple as that. T-Bolt. Down goes that. Tentacruel. I can still use T-Ball. Ice Beam. Yeah, that's gonna do some damage. Probably heal. T-ball again. Down goes Tentacruel. Milotic. I hated this thing even with Rayquaza because of the massive defenses this thing has. But yeah, I got lucky there, so didn't have to worry about using Ice Beam. And I still don't think this is cheating, actually, because I tried my darndest with my original team, and it didn't really do much. I hated this Ludicolo, I remember that much, because he always had Double Team, and since I had Fly, he always had 2 moves to use Double Team. And after that, Outrage. That should be Whiscash. Well, he has Amnesia, which is not going to help much. And he tried using Hyper Beam twice, but failed, so that's pretty sad. And the reason I'm speeding this up is not because of any other reason, just I want to get this over with, because I know I can beat him with this. And there we go. The Pokemon I sent to battle beat you. Technically I can get to the battle frontier now, and do you know what? I don't feel any remorse. Why? Because first off, this guy beat all my freaking Pokemon. That makes me mad. Second off, because this is a fair redo, because, hey, come on. I beat him with 1 Pokemon. And it was a Pokemon I could catch because it was the first Pokemon I had seen in Sky Pillar. I never get what the dots here were supposed to say. So, pretty reflective room. Sadly, the Pokemon who really battled with me aren't in here. I've released all but 2 of them, as you saw. I released all but Sheila and Soka because, due to the fact that they can't be released for whatever reason. So here's the fodder I used. And yes, I realize I didn't name Rayquaza something with an S, but to be honest, I'd probably name it something like Skylord anyway. So here's all the Pokemon I ever caught, including their lower forms. I never really liked this ending, it always felt too long to me. Although I did like all the pictures. Especially when I remember trying on one of my saves to try and get 200 Pokemon so that I could get the nice little Johto starter. No other reason for that, just because I wanted the Johto starter. And there's our rival, who we never really fought again, sadly. And with that, there's the end. Alright. Sorry for the long silence here, but that's the end of this Nuzlocke run. I had to use Rayquaza to finish it off, but it's done. Never again. Sadly, I can't use my original team to fight the secret final boss. And I'm gonna have to change up Rayquaza's moveset a little bit if I want him to be able to fight the secret final boss. I'm probably gonna do the Battle Frontier still, but I'm gonna take a break from this game. I don't want to get tired of it. Of course, I've never really gotten tired of it, so what can I really say?